Hello, hip hop fans. Welcome back. It's another CD unboxing for y'all. Hip hop in my headphones. Today's video is The Roots, The Tipping Point. Oh, I just noticed it says edited version also available right there in the corner. Yeah, so The Roots. I am a huge Roots fan, if you did not know. And I'm slowly completing my collection of Roots albums. With this one, I think I need like another 3 or something. I know I still need the very first one, Organics. And then I think there's a couple in the middle somewhere that I missed. Like I want to say, then they might not even be like real studio albums. They might be like compilation albums or something. I forget the names of them, but I think with this might be the last like major album that I was missing besides Organics from their collection. So see if you guys can kind of see that. I'm tilting the CD a little because the track list is actually crooked on here. And if you didn't know, in the United States anyways, see how you can, my finger, see right there? 103, 104, 105, 106, 107. That's, they order their track lists sequentially from their first album. I believe that's a US thing only. I think if you buy these in other countries, it'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't say 103, 104, 105. I think that's actually kind of cool. I don't know if anyone else does that. The Roots are the only ones I know of that do that. So let's go ahead and get into it. This was an interesting album for me because there's actually a lot of, well, I don't know about a lot. There were a few songs in here that have been sampled by artists that I listen to that I never realized that they had gotten that from this album. For instance, the very first song, Star Pointro, Kendrick Lamar interpolated the lyrics on his album To Pimp a Butterfly on the intro. So The Roots, I want to say the lyrics are everybody is a star, and it's, it's someone singing it. Everybody is a star. I don't know. Sorry, I can't sing. But so it's saying everybody is a star, and then Kendrick Lamar's is every N word is a star. Yeah, I think that's from the Wesley's theme. I think that's what it's from. So that was kind of interesting because I had heard, I want to say I heard this first, but only like streamed it online maybe once, and that was years ago, and then I just forgotten about it. And then listening to Kendrick Lamar's album, and I really liked that. I listened to that a lot. And then going back and listening to this again, I was like, oh shit, I did not even realize that he had sampled from this. So that's kind of interesting. And then there's another one. Jeez. Yeah, I don't remember which song it was. But there's one of these songs, the instrumental is used by, I think, Kaniva of D12. I want to say either Swifty or Kaniva, one of them used one of the instrumentals on here for like a freestyle that they did, which was, I liked it, it was cool, but that was years ago also, and I didn't realize where that instrumental came from, and then hearing it on here, it's kind of cool. And there might have been even more than that. I feel like there was a few songs in here that I was like, oh, that's where that came from other artists I listened to. Alright, so they're not going to make this easy for me to remove the sticker. I'll just go ahead and struggle from this part. And The Tipping Point is a book. I don't remember the author's name. I've never read it myself, but it's a well-known book. Wow, this came off shitty. Look at all of that sticky residue. God damn it. I might have to go back and clean that up with some rubbing alcohol or something. I really don't. It's a pet peeve of mine. I really don't like when they leave that much residue. We'll see. Whatever. On the blog too, I recently posted like my top 5 rappers, just personal favorites. You know, I'm not trying to sit here and say who the greatest is or anything. Just my style of music, who I like the most, and Black Thought was on that list because of his work with the Roots. He's doing solo work now, which is really cool, but I mean, what he's done with the Roots is just, it's groundbreaking. They've been putting out music for 20-something years now. Never, in my opinion, have never put out a bad song, let alone a bad album. All the rest of my favorite rappers have put out at least one bad album. I would say that. You know, Eminem's my favorite. We all know Encore wasn't great. Revival was... that's actually hard to listen to. People don't like Relapse. I actually liked Relapse. The accents did get old, but just the flows on that album and the rhyme schemes, like the... He explained it too, how he was saying like on that album he just wanted to do the most like crazy rhyme schemes and flows, and it's just part of being able to do that is you have to bend words, and so accents made it easier for him to bend words to do that, and so that's kind of why he had so many accents, but he didn't even realize it until, you know, afterwards going back and listening. He's like, fuck man, that was a lot of accents. But I actually liked it. I mean, not the accents, but the album. So, yeah, he had that. I mean, Royce da 5'9", another one of my favorite rappers. He had that album Independence Day, which I didn't really care for. He calls it the... what do you call it? The middle ground between Rock City and Death is Certain, I think, which I'd have to disagree with that personally. Death is Certain to me was like super dark. Rock City was kind of just like that street, like just hip hop, just kind of whatever. Independence Day was just kind of corny at times, honestly. There's just like a lot of, it was like party songs, club songs, like, I don't know. Anyways, the point of all that was that the Roots have never put out a bad album. So, there it is, front back. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. All blacked out. Black CD, black CD book. Just tipping point. More black, and then there's some orange text, which that's just going to be some credits. What I also admire about the Roots is the fact that, I mean, it's a band and they're constantly changing members, and yet they still sound like they have such great chemistry together, and they still put out nothing but great music. And if you can go on Wikipedia and you can kind of see they have a graphic on there that's a timeline of all the members that have been, or the major members that have been in the group, and like the year that they joined, the year that they left. You can see like what albums they've worked on. And Black Thought and Questlove are the only two that have been there since day one that are still part of the band. Everyone else has come and gone, or, you know, joined later and are still a part of the group. There's one other guy, I don't remember what his name is. I want to say he's like on keyboards. He plays an instrument, and he joined fairly early, I would say, actually, according to that graphic that I saw, and he's been in the band ever since. So those three guys have been in much longer than everyone else, but especially Black Thought and Questlove, Two of them have been there since day one, and I think that's really cool. Also, another thing about the Roots that I think is really cool is the fact that there aren't like egos. I remember listening to I don't know if it was an interview with Black Thought, but he was talking about when they first started or whatever, and how he actually like, I think he said that he talked to Questlove about it and was saying that Questlove needed to be the face of the band. He needed to be like the image, the band image, you know. Black Thought, even though he's the lead MC, the lyricist, he didn't want to be center stage. He wanted Questlove to be, and I think that's actually a really smart move. Questlove has kind of that image. He has the afro, you know, and the pick, and he's got that big smile. He's just a lovable guy. And not that Black Thought isn't, but it's like Black Thought, I kind of, you know, think about, okay, I hate to bring this back to Eminem, but it's like Eminem, for as crazy of a lyricist as he is and how amazing he is, just with words, he's not like a people person. And I think that that's probably the same with Black Thought. I don't think that he's got like that same lovable kind of energy. I think he would feel a little more forced if it were him, and I think he probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. And for some reason, that just reminded me of the Chappelle Show, where Questlove was on the Chappelle Show playing the drums. That was awesome. I think they were like in a barbershop or something, and like people started dancing, black people started dancing, and then they have like John Mayer playing guitar, and everyone's like, what the Anyways, alright, so let's get into the book here, because I'm ranting, and this is already like 12 minutes in. I haven't even opened this. So there we go. There's the book. Black and orange, Halloween colors. There's Black Thought right there. Oops. God, wow. What is this? Okay, this is something that came out of the lost pages of the Twilight Zone to bear with me. We'll shove it for the last minute. Toiletries. Whoa, this is cool. So, if I'm not mistaken, I thought these were lyrics at first. I think that these are all backstories of these songs, which is super cool. I'm gonna have to go back and read these. Nah, I was gonna like, well, I guess here you go. No, you're not gonna be able to read that. I'd have to sit here. This would take way too long. Nah, but that's awesome. Man, I've never seen anything like this before. So instead of like doing credits, instead of doing lyrics, they just tell, I believe that's what this is. This is just the backstory of these songs. So that's pretty awesome. What's this? Huh, why does it say 105, 111? What's 111? Let's see. So this is Don't Say Nothing and somebody's got it. Nope. Don't Say Nothing and Duck Down would be 105 and 111. I guess they kind of lumped those in together. Maybe it's the same event inspired both of those songs or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna find out, because now I really want to read all these. It's probably gonna take me a long ass time. This is tiny writing, but at least it's on an orange background. I had in my other videos, some of those things had like dark backgrounds and little tiny text, and I'm like, man, this hurts my eyes, but this one's not too bad. Also, I hate to admit it, but I don't really know the rest of the band as far as by the looks. So I can't tell you who either of these two guys are. I don't know. They're not Black Thought or Questlove. That's all I can tell you. That's Black Thought on the front page. I don't even know all the names of all the people, because I mean, I know Dice Raw, right? I actually really like Dice Raw. He was dope. What's that one dude's name that was on Things Fall Apart a lot? He had the song The Spark. Shoot, I forget. That guy was dope though too. See, that's the thing, is like, even though Black Thought is the lead MC and one of the greatest rappers of all time, arguably the greatest by some people, but they also had other really dope MCs in this group that just kind of. That's one thing about this. The Roots are like the Spurs of rap, you know? They don't really have, even though they have top tier talent, no one's selfish. No one's trying to like be the number one guy. Everyone is just, they do what's best for the team. They do what's best for the band. They might not be the most flashy. They might not make headlines all the time, but they get it done. So there's Questlove right there with his iconic afro and afro pick. More stories, I assume. Ah, wow. Not expecting that. Okay, so it even has lyrics. So now, those are all the backstories. Now these are all the lyrics. That's incredible. That's wow. This is. Now this is, you know, the black background, white text. Not great for the eyes, but it's okay. If you really want to read the lyrics, just go on Rap Genius. Oh, maybe it'll say here. Oh no, those are the. Okay, never mind. Okay, one last page. It's looking like. Yep, here we go. Duck down. Da, 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 da. Thank yous. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the best CD books, inserts, whatever you want to call it, that I've seen for an album. It has everything. It's got the credits, it's got the thank yous, it's got the lyrics, it's got the backstories, it's got the photos. I don't know how much I paid for this album, but I gotta say it's worth every penny. See, this is why I'm trying to get back into collecting CDs. You know, you're not gonna get that with a digital copy. You know, I've had this album saved on my Spotify library for a long time. And I listened to it a bunch, and I liked it, and that was it, you know. But I would never get all the backstories like that from this. Even if I had to go search online, I mean, I'm sure somewhere online you can find that stuff, but to physically hold it in your hands, to see all, I mean, I think it's really cool. That's what I am willing to pay a couple extra dollars for, to have a physical copy. I know you can get music like albums online on iTunes or whatever, or Google Play or wherever, Amazon Music for, you know, what does an album cost on there? I don't know, $10. This CD probably cost 13 to 15, but at a local record store, and you're helping local record stores, which are going out of business if you haven't noticed. Help them stay open, and you just get that deeper connection with the music. That's what I'm trying to get back to, is that feeling. I used to love hip hop in a different way, and I still do. But I feel, I don't know, I feel more alone in it, you know? I don't feel like that shared, I don't know. It's different. It's different. It's different from when, like, I was a kid and you're talking to your friends like, yo, did you get that album? Did you buy that album that just came out? Versus now it's like, have you heard that album? And it's just not the same. I miss going to my friends' houses and seeing their CD collections, and then they come over to my house and they see my CD collection. And now it's just like, everyone has the same collection because everyone has the internet. Everyone can go on YouTube anytime they want. Everyone can go on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, you know? So it's just, I don't know. I'm ranting. So that's pretty much it, though. The Roots, The Tipping Point, dope album. I don't know. The music itself, I would say this is probably one of like my middle albums of the Roots. Like, it's not one of my favorites, not one of my least favorite. It's right in the middle. Like this and Phrenology. I'd probably put this one above Phrenology, actually. You know, like my favorites are How I Got Over, Things Fall Apart, Illadelph, Half-Life. I'm going to say those are probably my top 3 albums. And then, you know, some of the ones that I don't really listen to too much would be like Do You Want More? That was their second album after Organics. Wake Up with John Legend. I don't really listen to that one too much. What else did they put out? Yeah, and then like actually I really loved Rising Down. That one was dope. Game Theory was okay, so I'd say like probably this is probably on par with like Game Theory as far as how much I like it. So if you like the Roots albums that I like, then I don't know, whatever. I don't really know where I'm going with that. Anyways, that's it for this one. Subscribe, comment, like, whatever. hiphopinmyheadphones.com, that's the blog. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.